Hello. So just gonna do a quick stream of a Tanuki Justice. Game came out a couple years ago, but it's an intense action shooter with heavy Japanese folklore elements in which you command chibi-type raccoon, aka Tanuki, and use shuriken to blast your way through the opposition. My words, not Wikipedia's. So still really getting used to streaming and everything, and you know, learning what I'm doing. Yeah, stuff. There we go. So last night I streamed Final Fight a little bit. Probably should have saved my recording, or recorded it. I did not. Not a huge deal, but it was the first stream. And yeah, I probably should have saved it. No biggie. Okay. What the Justice. Yes. Still learning everything, you know, might as well have all my bloopers and flubs be in real time, recorded for posterity. Action. I guess you would. I don't. Oh yeah, probably should have clicked done before. Tanuki Justice. Here we go. I would say this is probably more of a shooter, an action shooter, I guess. It's a short game. There's about 6 levels. It's kind of like Mega Drive / PC Engine type graphics. Kind of like Wonder Boy. It's made by the same developers as Agalos, I believe the pronunciation is. I have that on PS4. It's a really cool game. Never finished it. Pretty much the running theme with me and most games. I'll just buy a game and then never finish it. So yeah, it's got kind of like a Master System / you know, again, PC Engine aesthetic. Play on normal. Oh boy. Gotta fuck around with the everything. So again, still really getting used to everything. Okay, here we go. formatting the screen and the microphones, the levels, editing. I'm complete noob when it comes to this stuff. It's something I've been wanting to do for a good while, but just never really put the time and effort into doing it. Gotta fix the screen so we could actually see what I am playing. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Again. There's nobody watching, but if there was, they'd probably be like, what is this guy doing? I don't know. It's not really like perfect, but keep it like this for now just so I could get started. Anybody in here? Got one person watching. So it's a fast-paced run and gun type. The music and the sound effects definitely are a huge high point. As you can hear, it's kind of got a cool soundtrack. It's an 8-bit homage, if you will, to games like Shinobi, Ninja Gaiden. Also newer games made in this retro-centric style. Kind of like Cyber Shadow, The Messenger, Oniken, and Gun Crazy. All of which I'm planning on playing on this station, on this channel, stream, whatever. Again, new. Also, graphical style reminds me of Pocky and Rocky on Super Nintendo. So alright, let me be quiet and start playing the game. So you can fire in all directions. Power-ups are kind of these little orb things. I'm streaming on I'm playing this on Switch. So it's a little, I don't know if this is something I could adjust at some point, but the it's kind of a little choppy. It's a little bit choppier, well, a lot choppier than the PS4. The PS4 wasn't choppy at all. I don't know if that's something that I might have done. I'm not playing too well right now because I'm talking and trying to figure stuff out at the same time. Not that you have to be an expert at this game. It's just silly fun, you know, easily digestible. Action, adventure, shooter, platformer, whatever. Oh shit. Again, not playing well. I keep forgetting I have a double jump here, which is like, should be in every single video game. Well, it really depends. It helps a lot, having a double jump. Yeah, because before I didn't even bother to jump and get that, because I didn't remember that I had a double jump. So now that I have this power up, it will be much, much easier. Because the power up, you know, is it's a little stronger, it reaches further. Oh yeah. Get some, buddy. Cool. I forgot what those little harpoon things are called when you don't go ahead and it displays on the right. These things are pretty cool. Got the bamboo, the mountainous backgrounds, all the Japanese stereotypes are in full effect. Huge koi fish. Again, the difference in screen size, because I'm used to playing this on, I believe it's a 70-inch that I picked up from Costco on sale for like $600. Not, you know, to me a TV is a TV. It doesn't really need to be in like 4K, or I really don't care. I grew up playing on shit CRTVs, you know. That didn't have an HDMI port option, whatever. It was just, you know, channel 3, coaxial. It's a cool looking foo dog there. So into the dojo, perhaps you would call it. Cool flying cat heads, ghostly shit. It's got like a really cool level later on. Probably won't make it to that because I wanted to watch Survivor Series in a little bit, but it's got like an awesome yokai inspired level, which took me forever to pass. I still haven't beaten this game. I bought it a couple months back and played it like crazy for a little while. Again, I just always will get bored with a game. Oh yeah, there's a power up. I would get bored with a game and just end up going to the PlayStation store or the Switch shop and just buying a new game. I'm playing really terrible right now. Right there, that round clear, that kind of like looks like almost like King of Fighters slash Fatal Fury font, like in the map stage there. The map when you're picking what your opposition, essentially. Forgetting how to talk. Doing too many things at one time. Keep in mind this is only my second video that I'm doing. Not looking to monetize this or, you know, become the next streaming star or anything like that. Just doing it for fun. It's a hobby. If it goes anywhere, awesome. But it really took me forever to start this. I mentioned this yesterday on my stream. I probably should have started doing this during the pandemic, but it would have been a perfect opportunity. I was working from home, but you know, it was better late than never. Come on. Playing horrible. Also probably should have like started out with something that I'm super familiar with. Not that this is that difficult, but something like maybe Mega Man. I'll do that definitely do that in the future. I really had the idea of, that dude came out of nowhere, fuck. Just doing like Street Fighter, the original series, like doing a playthrough of every single game, like 1 through 6, or 1 through 11, I guess you could say. Probably like 1 through 5. The original NES, the original series that was on the NES. Obviously, they went to Super Nintendo, PlayStation, PS4? Yeah, PS4 is when 10 and 11 came out. I want to say 9, 10, and 11. Like 9 and 10 were those ones that they went back to the original style, and then 11 it was more of an updated graphics deal, which, you know, the game started out cool enough, but I feel like there was some major flaws to that game. And mainly it was the levels were really cool and laid out really cool, but they were just too long. Like, it felt like I just let that guy jump on me. Yeah, in Mega Man 11, the levels were just too long. That's the thought I was trying to complete. But I grew up playing Mega Man. I never could beat any of them, even Mega Man 2, which was like way more balanced out than the first game. I just never beat any of them until I was an adult and got them all on, I think it was like a PlayStation collection. Or, no, I got that on GameCube, which I'm still annoyed with myself for selling my GameCube and all the games. It was kind of pointless to not hold on to all that stuff. Oh, stupid. At the time, I was like, oh man, I sold PlayStation 1 and 2, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, I forget what else. I sold them on eBay for like $800, but again, there's just so much like nostalgia attached to the games that you bought yourself at a certain time. Like, I feel like games you could just go in the PlayStation store and there's like no story behind it. It's like, yeah, I just went to the store one day, the PlayStation store, and was tooling around looking for stuff to buy. But with games that you purchase in the store, there's kind of like a story behind that. It's like, I was living in this apartment when I got that game. Kind of conjures up certain memories. How the fuck would I respawn right there on top of that thing? I don't know, man. I feel like this game is getting kind of fucked. Like, the game is not this difficult. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm streaming and it's on a much smaller screen. But I feel like there's not as many cheap kills, cheap deaths, when I'm playing it otherwise. Hold on, let me check on something real quick. There, still got one viewer. hit my friend Deneo. He streams on his channel, Tough Nerd Toys. Has been like pretty instrumental to me doing this. I've been checking out his channel for a couple of years now. I don't remember if I fucking got killed for the third time by the same stupid ass placed enemy. That's one thing that I'm noticing now playing this, that it didn't really annoy me before, but like some of the enemy placement is really like cliche. Like shit like that they used to do in games back in the day. It's like when you go back and play those, you don't really realize how annoying some of those games were. It's like the term Nintendo hard. It's like everybody prides themselves on, like gamer people all pride themselves on, playing Nintendo hard games. But the reason why some of those were so hard is because it was just a new medium at that point. Home consoling. It was like video games were almost exclusive to arcades, and then when they started porting things to home, it's like I don't remember ever playing Ninja Gaiden in the arcade, but it was from the arcade first, and then it came out on NES later. And it's considered to be one of the hardest games of all time, but really the reasoning for that is because the enemy placement is trash, the respawning enemies is trash. Like if you go a millisecond off screen, the guy you just killed is back again. I'm not going for this power up because I've never actually got it. Not power up, but these boxes. So I definitely will, even though I just got done trashing it, I will play Ninja Gaiden on here just so people could see what I'm talking about. If they may not have played it before. Like the controls are just so stiff and janky. That's one of the best things about these newer new old games, I guess you could call them. It's like, you son of a bitch, you start all the way from the beginning. That's one thing that's ass about this game, and I really, really like this game, but the fact of the matter is, like, spawning from the very, very beginning, after you died, I guess you have a generous level of amount of lives, but just still restarting from the beginning of the stage is kind of shit. Especially, again, I think running the switch, not only I know I'm doing a lot of complaining and nitpicking, but it's true. Screen size is terrible. I don't know if it's like the frame rate has dropped considerably. Like it's just a millisecond behind what it would be if I wasn't running this through my PC. Again, some I'm just gonna have to mess around with. If there's ways to, and I probably got to get a new capture card as well. The one that I bought, it was one of the cheapy ones. It's called the Mirror Box 4, I believe. Every single person that I consulted about capture cards was like, yeah, just either get an Elgato or I think it's called Aver something or other. and you know, kind of frugal, so I went with the $40 Aver box, or Mira box. Alright, I'm not going to get killed by this guy again. Okay. I mean, just to start out, it's like, I feel like I shouldn't spend that much money on one hand, but on the other, it's like, if you plan on doing it, you might as well just get something good that you know is going to be good because it comes highly recommended by people. Oh, fuck me. Also, shout outs to my friend from high school, Chris Vittorino. Probably should have his channel memorized, but I do not. Give him a quick shout out because he also gave me a ton of suggestions and help. Generational Gaming and Entertainment Network. So he just, I guess it's him and a bunch of his friends, and they all stream games like the new God of War, or you little prick. It's more like, you know, Call of Duty and like games that most people are playing now. Not like me playing like old ass games, or like oldish, but in retro style graphics. So they also do movie reviews, and they talk a lot about, you know, television and just entertainment in general, stuff that people, you know, that are into gaming would be into, superhero stuff. I also think it has something to do with my controller. Again, making excuses, but I assure you, I'm not this horrible. Yeah, I think, this thing has seen a lot of usage. So the jump button is a little wonk at times. I think I'm just gonna go say fuck this level. I feel like I should just do a complete playthrough, but right now I don't want to cut it yet. But I also want to jump ahead to the next level because this one is annoying me at this point. Fuck it, let me just stick to it. Let me try moving my screen around a little bit also, see if that helps. I think this is kind of throwing me a smidge. Shrink. Can I shrink this down more? Guess we're about to find out. A little bit more. Can't believe I've been doing this for half an hour already. It's probably gonna give some people a stroke how unconventional this looks, but you know, again, I'm still messing around with it, and I'm still trying to get the what works for me sorted. Okay, fuck off. And I also cannot talk too loud because my kid went to sleep and I do not want to wake her up. Time we got 7:08. So the Survivor Series, I'm assuming it's the pre-show, is on right now. I watched a little bit of War Games last night. I was gonna try and do a watch along, but the computer was fucking up, and I just got really just annoyed and stopped watching altogether and just went to sleep. Probably should have just, watched it anyway, but tonight I'll watch a little. I'll watch this. Probably watch the whole thing. To be honest, I don't even keep up with the current product. It's gotten a lot better since Triple H has taken over, but by no stretch is it great anymore. I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I'm an adult now. I kind of see things a little bit differently. Because even when I watch stuff from the Attitude Era, I'm like, wow. Aside from like the upper card guys, like some of the stuff just did not age well. I'm not even trying to be like, a woke feminist or something, but it just, I don't know. Not saying like politically per se it didn't age well, it's not as good as I remember it. Like obviously The Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold, the upper card guys were awesome, larger than life. But like Beer, Cleaver, and all that was kind of horrible. So again, in terms of the current product, Roman Reigns has come a long way. I don't really love or hate him. He's obviously really good. He was really good even before he came up with this current character, but I don't know. And even Seth Rollins, who around when was it? When he won the title? When he cashed in. I think it was 2014 or 2015, whenever that was. Like, he was on a roll. Like, he was awesome. And then he messed his knee up. And then he just kind of was never the same after that, in my opinion. Obviously, one of the best wrestlers on the planet. But I don't know. It's just, he's not where he used to be at. AJ Styles is amazing. I don't think that guy has lost a step. Who else is on the current roster? I really like Braun Breaker. I wish they would just call him Braun Steiner. It's dumb because we all know he's Rick Steiner's son. Just call him Bronson Steiner, Braun Steiner. Like, I understand you're trying to create your own intellectual property, your own likeness. But it's kind of like if you were to take like Shinsuke Nakamura or AJ Styles and rebranding them, oh motherfucker. When they come to the WWE, it's like you would know it's AJ Styles or Nakamura. It's not like rebranding me, Mark Callis, as The Undertaker. That's not the same. like, perfect example, calling Steve Austin the ringmaster and just having him as like some dumbass guy that doesn't talk. That was a Vince decision, obviously. He didn't really like Southern people's accents, so he didn't want him to talk. This is what I heard, at least, from all the YouTube videos that I've watched on the subject. But, again, why would you... Not that Austin wasn't a huge name in WCW when he left, but at the same time, it's like, you know who he is. He was pretty good with Pillman when they were the Hollywood Blondes. I was very young when they were doing that, when they had that team, and I vaguely remember it, but again, watching like retrospectives and videos and everything, you know, you could see how they were both going to become stars, because they both had huge charisma and worked really well together. Fuck, man. It's going to piss me off if I can't head past this stage, because this game is not that difficult for me. But again, it really is the button on this controller. I'm probably going to pick up a new controller at some point. I really like this controller when I first got it, but again, I think I just used it so much that the B button is kind of like spongy at this point. Fuck. It's like you have to hit it just right. If you kind of hit it softly, they won't jump. If you press it down too hard, it's like you don't get the desired result. Check the other phone, see what's going on. Somebody tell me, does this mean if I actually have a person watching or not? Or is that just representative of me? It's a good question. Drop frames. 0%. Really? It doesn't feel like that. And then when I play it through, when I just use the screen, the Twitch screen, it's like there's a huge delay. I probably should have done a lot more prep with this than I did. Actually, I did almost zero prep, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like better just letting it fly, just go off the cuff, see what happens. So it's more honest that way. Not that I'm against people that are like super prepared and, you know, actually have a vision of what they want to do, as opposed to me where I'm just like, let me just plug this shit in and start playing. And eventually I'd like to have some people sit in with me. That would be nice. Just kind of like a couple buds playing some games. Doesn't have to be serious. It's not like, you know, Call of Duty where people get uber competitive. It's kind of like the fly in the wall approach. Probably gonna cut it short soon. I am not passing this level for some reason. I'm probably gonna cringe like hell when I watch this later because I can't get past this one stage. Dude. Alright. So I think I'm going to cut it off there. I'm going to continue playing probably tomorrow. I kind of want to play through this whole game and record it. Just obviously it's going to have to be chopped up in pieces. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, it's just going to have to do it in different segments. There we go. Better wording. Just because I'm not passing this level. So, and I also want to get to that cool yokai type stage. Just as a whet the appetite a little bit. Whet your appetite. All one of you. I think it's level 4. No, this one is cool too, though. Yes. It's got like a very cool. There's little ghostly things. This music reminds me of Ghoul Boy. Played it on PS4. It's got that music. Again, it's another retro type game, Ghoul Boy. I'll definitely play it on here. So I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. I'm gonna watch a little wrestling, and then we'll continue this at a later day. Thanks for watching.